Hello, and if you click the title, click this video, it's mainly because you heard the title. Whoa, that's cool. Anyways, so basically, the title says don't ever play Roblox. I will get into more about that today. But before we get started, remember, please like, subscribe, and if you want more videos like this, please let me know. So yeah, there's a lot of news about Roblox, talking about how they're getting sued and everything. And content creators are not very happy with them. So I will get more into the video about this. And so yeah, well, basically. So the newest video about it is made by Law by Mike, how he's saying he's gonna help sue Roblox and stuff like that. But before we get started, let's get going. Alright. It was announced in 2004 that Roblox would be revealed or released in 2006. Now, a lot of people were happy because back then we didn't have much mobile games. I'm talking about you didn't have no Candy Crush. Yes, you probably had Candy Crush, but you didn't have much games like that. And it was exciting because, well, one, it's almost a game. It's a game that can be played on any platform, any device, at any time, anywhere. And just like Fortnite, for an example. Um, Basically though, so it was amazing. They got more into details how it was gonna be a free game, and it sounded great, and it was great. Now when it did came out, there weren't too many games. I'm talking about not too many. It wasn't that big and not popular as it is to this day. So yeah, not too many games. Just try making a couple games, but most games were most likely build a pizza factory tycoon or work at a pizza factory, like one of those, for an example. Um, so yeah, but it was so yeah, mainly it's either work at a pizza factory tycoon and stuff like that. It was told to be a safe and educational site. That if you don't know what educational means, for I don't know, I'm talking to. So if you don't know what educational means, it means to teach you and to be a good experience to teach you things. That's what it was. And if you were to create an account for to this day, it would say safe and educational. And it still says that for some reason to this day. Um so when this game came out and they announced it was going to be safe and educational, parents didn't have to worry about all the bad things, and it was true for a minute. It was true. It was safe and educational. For a bit. So yeah, it was safe and educational for a bit. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, it was safe and educational for a bit, and the parents weren't really worried about it. It was like, okay, well, if they're making a game that's educational, I want my kid to be playing about that. Like, you know what I mean? I would definitely too, because, like, if it's something I can teach them, what, like, good versus bad, then it's like a site I would probably sign them up for, you know what I mean? Personally, that's just me, though. So yeah, later on, later on, like, I think a couple years later, we found the ability to create our own like worlds. So, like, I mean literally worlds. Like, whatever you wanted it to be, it could be. And it sounded great. It sounded like, oh my gosh. Well, if you like the creativity behind it, I understand what they were doing. To totally be honest, I see what they were trying to do and what they were accomplishing. Kids, because in school, you are gaining one knowledge, but you're also losing the other ones which are important because the ones you are losing is you are losing your creativity in public schools and stuff. So I see where they were trying to go with it, and it sounded like a great idea. And to me, it sounds like a great idea, right? It sounds like a great idea. Right? So, basically, early when the years gone by with Roblox and making worlds, things got a bit more concerning to parents. And I mean, kind of inappropriate concerning. Now I know I'm a family friendly channel, but allegedly inappropriate words started pumping up, started concerning parents, thinking, is this a safe site as they said it was, or it like, and I know I'm family friendly, but I'm gonna go out. Allegedly, there were worlds called Escape Diddy's Prison, or Take a Shower, and stuff, games like this, which started popping up. Now it started concerning parents a lot, wondering, oh wow, allegedly kids starting getting abused by this site and sexually hurt and allegedly kidnapped and allegedly dying from the site, which allegedly really did start concerning parents. Like, oh my gosh, 2020 was mainly the breakup year, and allegedly in 2018, and allegedly in 2018, police arrested over 2 dozen predators from this one game. From this one game, 2 dozen. How crazy does that sound? 2 dozen predators. Now, for kids who are watching and you don't understand what 2 dozen means, 2 dozen means like, a dozen means 12, and well, you gotta times that by 2, so over 24 people were arrested from this website. Now, it was crazy. How it was allegedly supposed to be, safe. It was supposed to be a safe site. We were promised it was going to be a safe site. And now it's turned into this. Not only that, but like, a lot of this happened mainly because allegedly you weren't able to block people from the chat from defaults. What I mean by that is, I mean, like, you wouldn't be able to block, allegedly you wouldn't be able to block people from the default switch turned off. You wouldn't be able to block people like this from the chat. Allegedly, the chat turned into a big problem and started being used as a threat to kids. It was sad. There was this, allegedly there was this girl who played Roblox one day, right? Played Roblox. Parents thought it was an okay site. And allegedly, one night, allegedly, she was taken from her house by this predator and allegedly wasn't seen again. And I'm just trying to warn y'all how dangerous this site is. I grew up on this site. I loved this site when I was a kid. This was my childhood site. But one year in Texas, my parents just wouldn't let me play it anymore. I couldn't think of any of the bad possibilities. I couldn't play this site until now. And now I'm looking at it like, well, my parents were protecting me. This is a site we have to warn people about. Allegedly, this is a site that can hurt kids. That instead of saying that this is a safe and protected community to play in, they instead They made it not safe. Allegedly, there was this. There's a thing going around saying, allegedly, instead of Roblox stopping the predators, they're stopping the people trying to stop the predators. And I believe it's true. I 100 believe it's true. Because of how dark Roblox has gotten, allegedly they're focusing more on the growth than the safety. And they don't understand, if they don't start working and focusing on the safety, they won't ever be growing. And I have joined this fight with them. Now, before I say this thing, it is sad what this happened. Allegedly, in 2023, Roblox reported over 13,316 incidents in that 1 year. And what that means is that they reported was allegedly sexual abuse, kidnapped, stolen, or murdered. All those things. But times that by 13,000 times. It is crazy how a site that was promised, supposed to be safe for parents to trust in. Parents trusted in this site. For them to be losing kids. Losing their own kids from this site. Isn't that crazy? Parents are losing their own kids from the site. Because of this site's safety and the way it is built, it's sad. It's sad. All that is sad. Imagine one day, you know, your mom, imagine as an adult, you know, you see your kid playing a game for one day, and the next day they go missing because of that game. How sad would that be, never seeing your kid again because of this site's safety? It's sad, man. And allegedly, they won't do anything about it. They won't do anything. They are watching kids get hurt, killed, raped, sexually abused every day. And they won't do anything about it. Instead, they're now adding in a voice chat. They added, about a year ago, they added in a voice chat. And that just made it worse. Because, allegedly, you know how easy it is to get a voice changer? All you have to do is go online and search voice changer. And one of the good ones are called voice mod. You can change your voice to sound like a kid, and it's easier from there. It's sad, man. And they won't do anything about it. They won't do anything about it. They're just watching it and watching how it's ruining the kids and won't do anything about it. That's why we need people like, we need people like Law by Mike. We need people like Law by Mike and us. We need, to all form together to bring down Roblox. Because if this keeps going on, think about the future. Think about the kids. The future of the kids and the kids are in our hands, and we have to do something about it. We can't just sit down and allegedly watch Roblox do absolutely nothing. If they're not going to do anything, We will. We will do something. It's sad, man. Allegedly, in 2023, over 13,000 incidents reported by Roblox. It could be anything. Anything bad. Kidnapped. Anything. The worst things you could possibly think of. Imagine the worst things you can think of happen to a 7-year-old or stuff like that, man. It's sad. It is absolutely sad. And if they're not going to do anything about it, which they won't, us content creators will do something about it. And that is why I'm trying to make an alliance with Law by Mike and all the other ones. I have one thing to say to Roblox, and I never thought I would say this in a family-friendly stream, but I hope it burns. I hope the whole site burns. I hope everything they worked hard on goes down in flames. By the name of By the name of Jesus, He will He will help us. He will bring Roblox down. In the Bible, it says, whoever messes with children shall have I forgot the name of the stone, but shall have a certain type of stone hung around their neck and thrown into water. And I feel like that you can't just sin and expect nothing to do about it. The people who hurt these kids, it's gonna pay them back someday or another. So, I think we should form a union against Roblox. So yeah, thank you for watching. Bye.